Yo, welcome to Down South Football Podcast Live, man. Coming to y'all on this Saturday morning. Once again, y'all see we making doing makeshift this morning. Some of us are here with our mimosas that we're supposed to be, but hey, business got to be handled. We got Chauncey Tuck out
War
here
this
doing
morning.
doing his thing out here on the road with Tuck Vision Media. We got our boy Ben Dennis doing fatherly duties this morning, and then we got our guy Mr. David Gardner at DL Gardner 205. Hey, he had a long night, but he in here. We in here for 30 minutes. But fellas, what's good, man? What's good with y'all? How y'all this morning?
It won't be water later.
Yeah, we're working on this good old Saturday with productions and stuff. That's all. That's all.
Hey man,
Good to see you,
we
though,
always
Dave.
have to bring it in.
Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you.
We see it.
Good to see you, brother.
Dave, how you doing, bro?
Dave.
Hey
Hey,
man,
Dave.
hey man, look man. Somebody gotta tell my wife we got a show on Saturday morning now, man. Somebody gotta tell her. I can't be the one to tell her because clearly she ain't listening to me.
Hey,
Well,
I'm not gonna be the one telling.
we ain't gonna tell her either.
You talking to 4 married men, bro. You think we finna say something up in here?
Nope. Nothing. Not nothing.
But anyway, while we getting the morning
Hey,
crock in, man. Glad y'all can join us, man, just for a few minutes. Just for a few minutes, talk about some of these games and stuff that we got going on today. But while y'all do that, man, make sure y'all log on to the site for everything you want to see. It's gonna be right here at dslpodcast.com. You can get this sweatshirt that I'm wearing with the nice raised letters. Down South Football Podcast, man. .com, dslpodcast.com. Go on there. You'll find all the shows. You'll find the merch. You'll find everything. First, I want to start before we get into the day. Let's start about what happened last night. Let's start what happened with the Tuck. Why are you shaking your head? Mr. Chauncey Tuck, why are you shaking your head?
let me tell you something. Last night, I need to apologize to my wife. I screamed so many expletives and cuss. Because it sounded like she said, wait a minute, Gus doesn't cuss for Auburn anymore. Why are you cussing? I said, because I picked Central Florida to win. Guess what? I'm going to pull a Dave Gardner. Never again. Never again will I pick Gus and them. Never again.
I mean, they had it in the bag, and then because it was looking like Malik had messed up, but then
I felt bad.
it just slipped, man.
Right. I felt so bad for Malik, and I was like, dang, that's messed up. I did pick
He
him.
was
I mean, it's gonna
man.
be
Malik was all world last night, man. When they say he is they total offense, they are not damn lying. He is the damn leading rusher, passer. Hell, if he could go out there and catch the ball himself, he needed to be able to throw it to himself.
I love
As,
one of it. What was Gus's thought process the whole entire time?
of throwing the ball in the end? What was his thought process at the end of throwing the ball?
Why? Like you had got a gift. Why?
Field goal range.
Yeah.
When you get the ball, you're in field goal range. Why
Good
are
morning,
you
Sean.
throwing the ball?
Yep.
Why
I'm
are you
like,
throwing the ball? Bruh,
I have no words about that with Gus. I have no words. I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is run the ball. Like, what are you
Run the
doing?
ball. Game is over. Just run the ball. Continue to stay in field goal range. Keep the field goal and get on home. Like, what are you doing?
I never understood. You were aggressive when you
At the
don't
wrong
need.
time.
Like the series before, you went 4 and out. I said that's the liberty play to come up, or that doggone reverse pass to the quarterback gonna come up. And what happened? The reverse pass, Heisman, whatever we call it, statue of liberty play to the quarterback that came up and he got stumped. He went 3 and out, and then when Louisville was driving a little bit, and then you get the ball back in field goal range, and you want to pass the ball with 13 seconds left?
It defies logic. So, like, this is one of them head scratching decisions that he gonna have to live with because it defies logic. It's like you're playing against Louisville, you got the ball, you got a golden opportunity to just end the damn game, and you trying to do whatever you're trying to do, whether it's like you say, be aggressive, finesse, whatever the hell it was in your thought process, and you ended up losing the game behind that ignorance. Like he got to live with that. He ain't be able to sleep last night. I'm sure you would.
Well, no, he gonna sleep because he got years of practice. But before we sit here and talk about Gus, he got years of practice of making dumb decisions and costing people games. That's a whole nother story. Before we sit here and waste our time on Gus, we got to give a shout out to Malik out there hurt, hobbling on one leg, still outrunning UCF. It wasn't a good look for you, Travis Williams, last night. You my dog, but it wasn't a good look. But bruh, Malik played like an NFL version of Lamar Jackson last night. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. It was like a total different from what we saw beforehand. That's just what I saw last night. I saw that he said Louisville not gonna lose this game, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes as a senior to lead this team.
They carried it from the second half of the Ole Miss game, carried over because, like I said, the offense played. They had a couple turnovers here and there, but for the most part, the offense played fine. Louisville's number one problem going to be all year is that damn defense, and whatever they're going to do with that, that's going to be their crutch all year. That's going to be their crutch.
That's true. But before we get into these games, man, let's. Does anybody want to change their pick?
On what?
On any game that we got today.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm locked in. I'm already 1-up. I'm already 1-up this week. I'm good.
That's right. I'm 1-0.
Yeah, I'm 1-0.
Okay, well that's cool with me. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on in this. A broke clock is twice. Is right twice a day, right? So with Ben, he got at least pick some game, or he wouldn't be on this show, right?
Damn you, Gus.
Okay, all right. Anyway, let me get my drink. So, I forgot Ben had his drink and travel. Let's talk a little bit about what Kirk Herbstreit just said.
Good old
Kirk Herbstreit just said the whiteout is the best atmosphere in college football. Period.
Didn't hesitate either when he said it. They had a straight face too.
Period.
Yeah. End of story.
Now, 104,000 white, Happy Valley. I get it. I give it top 5. But I'm not gonna say. Dave, sir, is that the number one atmosphere in college football to you?
I don't know, man. I can't. Number one, that's hard to say. Number one,
right?
I mean, shoot. I mean, even Clemson be rocking sometimes, depending on what's going on down there.
At night,
they get on that bus and ride around, man, and then come and jump off the hill. I mean, I can get his point. I say top 5. I just can't say one.
I give him top 5, bro. I give him top 5. I can't give him one.
But again, I have never experienced it at night in person. So
true.
I don't know.
But somebody has experienced both Penn State and Auburn and had an opinion on that. Or Penn State and SEC. He said, Mr. Joe Burrow said, Penn State is good, but I got to get this atmosphere down here better. But it's probably gonna be rocking tonight harder because they didn't have it last year. Not a real one last year.
It's a top 25 matchup. I mean, both teams ranked, so I mean, it's gonna have a little extra oomph. SEC team coming in there. You know how Big Ten schools feel. So SEC team coming in there, both ranked. So yeah, it's gonna have a little extra something on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, a little extra something on it. But man, let's talk some more about going into the day. This Alabama-Florida game. The more and more I look at this game, the more and more I feel like that they don't have a choice. They don't have a chance. I don't see them being able to keep this close. I want them to keep this close. Mm-hmm. What is the key? What is the keys to Florida keeping this game close today, or actually even pulling off a win?
I'm actually gonna say something positive about Florida for a change. And you know how kids have opportunities to play. Now, Emory Jones, he struggled the first 2 games, and obviously they was gonna roll with Richardson, but Richardson done pulled his hamstring, so they don't know if he's gonna go. If you're Emory Jones, this is your basically like a mulligan. This is your do-over. If he can go out there, not necessarily win the game, But if he can just go out there and actually play a good game, then he may be able to solidify being able to be back being the starter if he can go out there and perform up the par. Like nobody thinks he's going to pull off and Lord knows if he actually pulls off a victory. You know what I'm saying? But this is his do-over. Like, it happens. Because Richardson pretty much had locked that thing on up until he got hurt. It pretty much was a wrap. So I think with Florida, man, they just try to keep it a game to the fourth quarter.
Rod said it's going to take a lot of pairs.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I don't see it, but that's my positive for Florida.
The recipe to beating Alabama hadn't changed. You got to be able to block them up front, and you got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback with your front four. So you got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. If they can do that, and not give up the big plays, I think they can keep it close. Like y'all was saying, I don't think that they got the quarterback play right now to talk about winning the game. But if they can control the line of scrimmage, you have to do that with Alabama. If they control the line of scrimmage on you, they're gonna blow you out, and it's not gonna be close.
Quick.
So the recipe hadn't changed. Can they do it? I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. Well, that's a good question about that. So before we talking about some more of the Auburn Penn State, this Michigan State Miami game, I know we were talking about that.
He must want to say something about Alabama.
I don't know why, because he's not muted. He can talk whenever he want to talk. He's just throwing his hands in the air.
I just thought you was gonna say something else. I thought we were just give it quick. I'm sorry. I digress. Here's my time. All right, so
no, go ahead. It's on you, sir.
There's no chance that there's a chance. Always a chance. But Florida has to come out swinging. Remember a couple years ago, the last time Alabama was in Florida, in Gainesville, they did that Hail Mary it was on what's his name side? On Kilpatrick's side. They got to do that at least 2 or 3 times this game. But I didn't know Richardson was hurt. That's gonna change the whole lot of dynamic.
He been hurt all week.
Mm-hmm. He been hurt all week.
Yeah. Let me tell you, if it's Emory, I don't see it unless Emory just decides to be like, his light turns on and he becomes a whole dual threat type quarterback, and I don't see that happening. I don't know. I don't see that happening. So that's that part. And then, like I said, y'all know my feelings about that whiteout stuff. We already talked about that, so I ain't even got to touch that.
We wasn't even talking about that at this point in time, sir.
You want to shift to that, too? You kind of want to shift to that one, Mark?
I know. I'm just saying.
You're welcome to shift to whatever you want to shift to. That's fine. Go ahead, sir. Since you.
No, I'm done talking about that whiteout. That's just dumb. Kirk's the Big Ten guy, so he's gonna say that. So that's all I gotta say. He's not. It's in the top 10 for me. He's not top 5. It's in the top 10 because there's a way better tradition than a whiteout. I'm just saying this. Georgia playing Auburn on a Saturday is better than doggone the whiteout.
Oh my God. And on that note, let me do something real quick because he in his feelings this morning. Let me mute Tuck for a second. He in his feelings. This morning. We're gonna move on for a second. He in his feelings hard this morning, Dave. I don't know what's wrong with him this morning, Dave.
Hey, man, it's prime time game.
I don't know, man.
His feelings is all over the place this morning, bro. We're gonna have to mute him while he's driving down the road to Montgomery, and all this other stuff that he's doing. But I want to go back to FSU Wake for a second, man.
What's up?
We talked about we made our pick, but we didn't really give our actual keys to the game. What's the keys to the game for FSU to pull out a victory?
Well, since they're rolling with McKenzie, that means that they believe in his passing game. So the number one key is the D-line still has to continue to play the way that they've played, and we're gonna have to get a turnover or two. We're gonna have to, because you can't expect McKenzie with that offense to continually drive 80, yards, long, sustained drives. You just can't have. I mean, you can't expect that to happen. And with Wake, I mean, looking at their last 2 games that they played, I mean, they didn't really play nobody a lot. Nobody worth a damn. But at the same time, they got, I think his name is Robertson, the wide receiver that they have, or Robertson or something like that. He's pretty good. So we're gonna have to make sure we focus more on him. Take him out of the game and force Hartman to find somebody else to beat us, besides Robertson. But outside of that, man, we just gonna have to just play, I hate to say it, but clean football. We haven't played a clean football game in 2 weeks. So you got to play a clean football game.
Dave.
Huh?
I ain't gonna ask you about FSU.
I ain't got no keys. They said this win the game.
I lost my keys.
They said I ain't got no keys.
Yeah, I ain't got no keys, man.
Okay, I'm gonna change the question. I'm gonna change the question up for that. My question is, of all the games that you see that's on today, I don't care what level of football it is, what game or what are you most looking forward to seeing today across this Saturday, September 18th of college football?
Man, honestly, you bringing me back to Florida State and Wake. I mean, really, I still come back there because I got to see how these guys bounce back. Not necessarily from a fan standpoint, but just they've had 2 heartbreaking losses in a row. Mm-hmm. How can they because today is going to determine are they going to fold the tent for the year? I mean, because really the 2 heartbreaking losses were they were non-conference losses. So as bad as they were, are you going to fold the tent? Or are you going to fix your problem and get on your feet and handle the business? So, I mean, I'm not really I want to watch the Auburn and Penn State game, but to me, that game, for me, it doesn't really mean anything. Alabama, Florida is what it is. Michigan State and Miami, I just think Miami trash, but
that's my one.
Yeah, you like that one, Michigan State.
That's
Miami.
My one. Because with Manny,
I'm sick of them.
I was gonna say with him, the fan bases they now this is real talk. The fan base has been bubbling and been talking about Manny for a minute here, and even though they won last week, they won, true indeed. But at the same time, you must around here and lose in a not good fashion to this Michigan State team after what happened with Alabama, with all the hype from the summer and all that. I know it was only 8 people, but all the hype from the summer, you saw what happened with Alabama. You squeaked through last week. What do you do against Michigan State? Because Michigan State is going to force them to play sound. So is Miami going to be able to sustain that and play sound for 4 quarters? I'm really interested to see how that goes. Because for Manny, he kind of need this win, man. He really do. Well, he don't want to be 1-2.
I've heard that the University of Miami has reached out to 2 men in the truck to get a price quote.
Look, no, sir. We don't do 2 men in the truck. Remember, when it's coaching time, it's only U-Haul. It's just U-Haul. No, and I'm talking about, and they already got the guy. They already got the backup guy, Dave. The backup guys, when the truck go in reverse, you hear the beep beep beep. You got the guy.
Because man, it's almost that time, man. It ain't looking good, bro. That class is already in the 40s, so the recruiting already is not where it needs to be. The class is still hovering around in the 30s and 40s. You done just got blasted by Alabama. This game is, and this is a beatable Michigan State team. This is not like this some amazing Michigan State team.
I took them.
Yeah, I took them too. Right.
I think they're desperate. I took Miami because I think they're desperate.
Yeah, they need it.
That was the only reason. I mean, and to me, that was my main reason for them down there in Coral Gables was that they were desperate. But Tuck got his hands up. I don't know if he's driving or he trying to do something, but he got something to say. He got something to say. Well, let me get the F-150 back on the show. Hold on.
First of all,
go ahead, Mister.
No, ever put me no full conversation. In your life, put me no full conversation. Anyway,
that's why I kept saying it because you wouldn't do that.
I know. But I heard Andre West said that the Michigan State Miami game was probably the second best game this weekend. I don't see it. Like I said, I mean it's gonna be a good game, but I don't think it's the second best. But I mean, I really don't. I don't know which way to go. I just pick Michigan State just based off on what I saw them when they played the first week 0, and I'm going. I see them being a better football team. And, I don't know, man, because what I saw against Alabama was terrible. But I saw against Appalachian State, they act like they didn't want to be there. I mean, but Appalachian State could have pulled the upset. They'll come up play. I think that interception at the goal line really cemented App State, but I don't know, man. I don't. Manny Diaz, like being just saying his whole life, Miami trash, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Well, let's stop talking about the trash then, and let's move on to what I got. I guess my two biggest games outside of Auburn, Penn State. My two biggest things is going to be basically. I want to see Arizona State BYU because this is kind of a primetime game of its own because it's gonna come on at 9:15 tonight. Definitely want to see that, and also I want to see how can Cincinnati put it on Indiana. Can Cincinnati can they close the deal on Indiana? You got a lot of people picking Indiana, and Cincinnati's a 3.5 point favorite. Can Cincinnati close the deal and put it on Indiana? Can Desmond Ridder and the boys do what they need to do to move forward? Also,
if Penix get out there being a turnover machine, they ain't gonna have no problem.
Hey Dave, you got a guess in the chat.
Hey Chuck.
I'm not gonna even come on mute for him. No, I'm not doing
it.
Chuck, what up, man? What's up with them Hornets, man? Hey, also, so before one thing, I want to know what's y'all's lock for today? What's the game you like? You know what? I'm into that. I'm into it. So y'all tell me what's your lock for today? Anybody can start. It don't matter.
My lock for today is that Florida will score 10 points.
Let me. You know what? Let me add this to. Let me write these down since Ben is on the road.
Just write that down. Just write that down. Just write that down.
So you basically they're gonna score 10 points or less.
Yes.
Okay. Ben, you got anything? It could be a team. It could be a score. It could be anything at all.
My lock for today is Virginia Tech gonna keep the momentum going, and they're gonna go ahead and take care of business because the way that they keep going the way they're going, man, that whole side is looking very, very wide open. Because I mean, they're not already took care of North Carolina.
Okay.
So,
Dave, you got one. You want me to come back to you?
I'm good, man. I got one based off the game we just talked about, the Michigan State and Miami.
Okay.
I'm just rolling with my pick. Michigan State goes down and gets the W today in Miami.
Okay. I got one that's a little bit off, not really off. It's not off what we do, but hey, since we are Down South Football Podcast, I got Jackson State plus 17.5 at Louisiana Monroe today. That's what I got.
Really?
Give me Mr. Sanders and the boys plus 17.5 to cover that 17.5 down there against Louisiana.
Okay, so you said they still gonna lose, but the cover.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go to the win so far.
Okay.
I think they got a good chance of pulling it out. If Shador plays like he played last week, I mean, if he plays like that and not like he played the first week with the fumbles, if he can hold on to the ball and he plays like that, I think that gives them a decent shot. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think they got a good shot if Shador plays well.
Well, you know what? The hell with it. Give me Jackson State to win the game.
First of all, I don't want Jackson State to win nothing. Let's go to Monroe. Shucks. I don't want them to win nothing.
What's that day? Because you know they pull that off. Y'all think Prime ain't talking that. You ain't gonna be able to shut him up.
No, man.
Pat, I like that. Okay, well then let's go back to my original one then, plus 17.5. Pat, I like that. Tulane to cover against Ole Miss. That's a popular pick too.
Tulane did play good against Oklahoma in the first week. They did.
And they played good last week.
Yeah.
So two lanes. Pat, you got 5 on? No, I ain't giving you no more. We ain't giving you no. This show is not donating to Pat no more.
If I Pat finna be donating to my crown fund by the end of the night, sir.
Jackson State gonna be it's gone.
There you go, Dave. You see what Chuck said?
Well, Chuck without a mistake, so that ain't.
Man, shucks, man. Come on, Chuck. That's not gonna happen, man. Not this year. I say get if they schedule this game again, get Dion one more year. Yeah, he might can go get him. I just don't believe in Shador. I really don't, man.
He gotta play clean. He gonna have to play clean today. He gonna have to play turnover free.
He clowned last week. I got give the guy credit. I criticized him first week. He clowned last week. I gotta give him credit. So I don't know.
But TSU ain't no good, man. They got nice jerseys and a good name, but they ain't no good.
But I give him that. But I mean, he is a true freshman. So
I ain't like it when he was a senior in high school.
Well, that I know because you let us know that.
That person, I just talking football, but now his big brother in the secondary.
Oh yeah, that boy dog. Yeah,
that's different. He different.
That dog is straight downhill.
He trying to knock somebody's head off. He know a path to the NFL, and he just come knocking folks out. Like he's not playing around.
So that's what y'all see for today. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, is there anything else y'all see for today that you got thoughts on that I don't care if it's popular, unpopular, or anything like that.
I mean, just like Dave said earlier, man. You know, not to be a homer, but just to see what FSU do, man. Because you start off 0-3. That ain't gonna be good.
They ain't getting all the messages this morning.
Hey,
man.
Dave, why they on you, Dave? They on you this morning. You know what I'm saying? They on you this morning, son.
Well, last time they saw me, man, it's probably pretty bad. I hadn't even went back and rewatched that show. I probably won't. So I appreciate you checking on me, Jerry.
Some of the Friday at the time of the DSF.
Oh yeah, DSF at the dog, man. Yeah, that was
that was DSF after dark. Like I told y'all, if y'all didn't see it, it's on the YouTube channel. It was definitely after dark. It was definitely good. Gerald, what's up, brother?
What up, now?
What's up, G? Mr. X9 scouting out there. I see you out there doing your thing, man. But that's really all I got was that, man. Tuck, I'm sure you have something else that you want to chime in on before we get ready to go and move on and talk and just see what we want to get into this day. So you tell me what you got. I know you got something.
You know me so well. All I know is these Auburn Tigers and these white face masks are about to hit Happy Valley.
White face man?
Yes, the white face mask is out.
They're putting white face masks on the helmet.
Why?
Because it's a whiteout. So I believe.
Why?
It's about the third time they've done that.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a whiteout.
We gotta caption that. Caption that. Why? We gotta caption that.
So I really, my thing is, and everybody done talked about it, but if Bo can go in there and prove somebody wrong for a change, just prove somebody wrong for a change. That's all he has to do. If Auburn don't pull it out, we might have. If Auburn don't pull it out, we might have a DSF podcast after dark.
Because Tuck gonna have a lot to say.
I mean, it depends on how it happens. You know, like I said, if Auburn goes in there and do what they're supposed to do, I ain't gonna issue. But you know, Penn State's top 10 though, right? So probably going there for upset minded. So
I'm ready for the day. I am not commenting on the game at 6:30. I'm done talking about it.
We're gonna see tonight.
That's not my. You know, that's not my move anyway. So ain't no use in me talking. So does it really matter?
I talk for the both of us.
No, you can't speak for me, Tuck. Senator Tuck, you cannot speak for me.
Not like that, no.
Because Senator Tuck is he's a senator and he wants too much and does too much and says too much.
Not all the time.
You can't. You're not on my page today. I'm sorry, I can't have you.
In this forum, I've been really good because when we talk,
all I'm gonna say is let's go Miami at 11. That's all. Let's talk about. Let's get past that one first. Bama, I think you handle business at 2:30, 6:30. We'll see what happens. Either way it go, 9:15. I'm gonna be watching this Arizona State and BYU game because I think it's gonna be a good game. So hey, that's why I am on that particular one. I'm not talking about 6:30 no more. As we move on. Anything else y'all got, fellas, before we get out of here and go ahead and finish watching what we got?
Yeah, man. Bo Nix gonna stink it up tonight. I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's cool. That's another opinion. Let's go. Anybody else?
Hey, Pat, you know what the cash app is. I'll make sure to send it to you. You know what I'm saying?
If James Franklin get a signature win tonight,
it won't help. He'll still be at USC.
Hey, I mean, he'll be at USC next year. So
no, man. He ain't going to USC, man.
He ain't gonna
be Matt Campbell, man. I swear that name come up. Their names come up every damn year when a vacancy come open, man. Like, man, y'all think that man? The people think that man ain't happy. Ain't happy, man.
Renard, you talking? Oh, I got Central Michigan plus the points.
I got
Central Michigan plus the points right now.
Yeah, LSU offense ain't been looking good this year. It's definitely a work in progress. It ain't been looking good this year.
I can't talk about LSU right now.
I'm sorry. Oh, Trace in the car. Oh,
I said plus the points. I ain't say y'all gonna lose, Tracy. Calm down. Hey, but that U-Haul truck we were talking about for Manny. Hey, Coach O got he might have the second U-Haul truck sitting right beside him.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he might be another get 2 for 1. He can get 2 for 1. Oh man.
Yeah, hey, Coach O will get out this game today, man.
Oh no, I don't think it's gonna be today. I don't think it's gonna be today. But you know, the seat is warm. The seat is warm. We'll see what happens though.
Is it Central Michigan the Chippewas? Is that the Chippewas?
You are correct, sir.
Is that the one where Antonio Brown? Is that the one Antonio Brown went to?
Correct.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. We're gonna get out of here, man. We got an interesting day of college football. Let y'all get y'all day back. 30 minutes. Y'all fellas be good. All y'all be good, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. You might have a DSF after dark. That's why you should like and subscribe on YouTube and keep your notifications on.
Oh, please don't let us have this DSF.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
He gonna stink it up.
Dave, shut up.
Why are you telling Dave to shut up? That is Dave's opinion, and Dave's entitled to his opinion on everything. That is the greatness of this show. Everybody has their opinion. Us, the fans, everybody. It's an opinion-based show.
He gonna stick it up like Norvell. He gonna stick it up like Norvell did the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, full of.
And Chuck says he wants to leave on this note.
Oh, you know what?
Me and Dave can agree on this one.
Sick of it.
Chuck, we'll see you later on, man. We'll see you later on. But anyway,
Alabama State got today. Hold up.
Put it up, Dave, right quick before we get out of here.
Chuck, who y'all got today, man? Put it in the comment.
I think they got
hopefully they're off because they need to be off.
He said, "I'm not Chuck. I don't know how 0 points got you to almost beating Auburn, but okay." Because then they get shut out. I don't know how that happened.
He delusional.
Yeah. Look who y'all got today, man.
They off today.
They off? Okay, they off.
Oh, that's why he talking. Okay, I got you.
That's why he talking. I get it. Anyway, man, look.
We're in the clubhouse today. That's why he talking.
So Alabama State scored. They're gonna score the same
0
amount of points this week that they did last week. That's amazing.
Yeah, and then they're gonna lose next week.
Y'all didn't do nothing. You're right, Chuck. You're right. It was first half. We ain't do nothing. You're right. I'm with you on that. But I'm okay. Yeah. That's
it's 2 halves.
Anyway, off of that, because Chuck, y'all ain't playing the game today, so we'll talk to you in October.
Now, we're gonna talk to them next week because they ain't gonna beat Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman gonna get their first WAC win against Alabama State. Book it.
In the words of Ben Dennis. Bang bang.
Bye bye.
But anyway, please, y'all go. We 30 minutes, man. Go to dslpodcast.com. The YouTube is there. All our podcast stuff is there. Also, the merchandise is there. If you want anything like this, we got some more things coming. So holler at us, man. If nothing else, man, y'all go enjoy this football Saturday, man. We already in the third week. This is crazy. You know, it'll be gone before we know it. So hey. I'm with you. I'm with you, Gerald. Gerald said Bethune-Cookman will beat. Gerald, I'm with you, bro. And Gerald says FSU get this W.
Hopefully you are correct.
Hopefully you are correct, Gerald, because
hopefully you are correct.
I can't take 2 weeks of a breakdown and Airbnb broke. Airbnb broke down tonight.
I'm in calm demeanor, man. Look, you ain't gonna get another explosion like that, because that just was. Anyway,
yeah.
Just be said.
They also said we wouldn't get a second stimulus check. Anyway, moving on.
You're right.
We out of here, man. Y'all go enjoy college football, man. Y'all check in with us and holler back at us. DSLpodcast.com. We back at y'all soon. Maybe DSL after dark. You never know. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Turn your notifications on, man. We out, man. We'll see y'all next time.
Holla at y'all, man.